I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Lock now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Noah Fant.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 62 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Lindsay on the carry.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon. Spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
makes the score Broncos 3, Raiders nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really mattered.
Looking for it. It's intercepted. A.J. Brown with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Philip Lindsay.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Middleton on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Lindsay, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Locke working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. It does feel unsettling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 64 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by...
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yards to go.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll fire one downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gordon, the ball carrier. Maurice Hurst on the tackle. A gain of 4.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Marcus Joyner on the tackle.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Broncos 6, Raiders 0.
They'll come out in the pistol. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Carr now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Carr given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 50-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
From midfield, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Lock. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Lock's pass.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, Lock. And the Raiders have got it. It's It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And the other guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Broncos' 31-yard line.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Broncos 13, Raiders 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. Block. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Broncos
from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Locke with a throw caught by Hamler. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Denver.
On first down, Locke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On third down, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Fighting to stay upright. And it's incomplete. complete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, it completes it to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Carr completes it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And Gay knocks this one through. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
To throw on third down. Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the Broncos.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Jacobs. That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Point after.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Denver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're not going going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Clock now on 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
41.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
17 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
On the tackle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 8-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there.
19.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Carr. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And knocked away. It's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Allen now. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lock to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
The keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and...
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind